Hi, I'm Kristen Lee Smith, and this is No Place Like. Jessica's space is full of stuff to see in every corner. I'm so thrilled to have a look at Jessica's incredible space. So, welcome to No Place Like. Do you want to tell everybody who you are?
I'm Jessica Albano. I'm a fashion stylist and designer. I come from Melbourne, Australia originally, and I've been living in Toronto almost 15 years. I really like eclectic, and I think as a collective, my style would be bohemian, mystical, and a little eccentric. I think it's really important when you're decorating that you don't want to just try to fit everything in a place as soon as you go there. It's a process, it takes time.
That's something that I think is really cool, is that it looks like every single thing you've done was intentional, the details were thought out.
You can't always completely plan everything, you have to leave room for spontaneity.
Yeah.
And I mean, in my astrological chart, I have 5 planets in Gemini, so I always want everything to change. We should talk about this wall here with the bits of everything. Every piece on there I've collected as I've traveled. So, you know, the Kali Ma, the paper mache skulls, a psychic reader one of my friends bought me as a gift. A friend of mine, Laura Dorr, who is an amazing artist, I commissioned her to do a portrait for Lord Byron and I, because there's something very beautiful I found old world about, you know, the lady of the manor,
yes,
you know, and her cat, you know.
I love it.
I like being like the lady of the manor, so it's, you know,
amazing.
It's a good vibe.
I love your space. It's amazing. Your studio is beautiful.
Thank you.
Tell me about everything.
How? Where do we even start?
How did you start your fashion line?
Starting the line, I started just creating a few ideas, but for me it's really important that we use what we already have. You know, it's okay to create new things as well, but there's also so many things that already exist, whether it's in a house and style, whether it's what we're wearing. It's really important to, one, know where your clothes are coming from, but also take what is and then make it into something else.
The things that I carry in my shop and the people I work with also care about sustainability. It's really nice to hear, you know, businesses are thinking about this, and women who are creating things are thinking about this.
I mean, we're in a huge time of transformation, change, like enormous change that's necessary. About the way that we create, you know, and the way that we relate to each other and supporting one another, I think is so important.
Just being able to have this conversation is us supporting each other's businesses, and I just love that. I love it.
Oh, and I love having you here.
It's amazing. So I love your work table. It kind of looks like my work table. Yeah. It's just like full of stuff.
Like any artist, how we feel, we spill it out onto the paper, into the clothes, onto the walls, you know. So for me, I started collaging, cutting the pieces out, having them, I'll sit it there, and then I start gluing them down, and all of a sudden they start moving, and then it becomes something else. These have moved from being hand-cut collages. I had them digitized and scanned in, and now I've actually had them made into beautiful silk scarves that are made in Italy.
I was just kind of having a look around. I was poking through all of your beautiful things, and I found these gorgeous antique shears, and I hear that there's a story behind them.
Yeah, there's a beautiful story behind these. There's a part of my family in Italy, my dad's side of the family, that I didn't know, and it was beautiful because I got to meet my grandmother's sister before she passed away.
Wow.
And these actually belong to my great-grandmother, who was called La Piccola Mastricera, which means a little boss.
I love like just pulling from that history that's alive in you, in what you do, in every garment.
I'm going to show you this piece here. This is a marriage of vintage American military jacket from, I think, late 70s, early 80s. All the stitching and all the mirrors, everything is done by hand.
That's incredible.
So it's taking something that already exists and putting beauty into it and feminine energy and making it something that's wearable and takes away the sentiments of war and violence. I mean, Lauryn Hill has one of these jackets.
How did you feel when you saw Lauryn Hill?
My friend just texted me and he was like, Lauryn Hill is wearing Albano. I'm like, what?
You did a little bit of work in here.
Well, actually, I think a little bit's a really nice way to put it, but it was actually quite a lot this room. They ripped out the carpet. I took out all those lino tiles. I sanded the floors. I painted them white. I painted the walls white and put the place on dimmers. My whole house is on dimmers. And then that stupid door that went into the bed, ripped that off and put up the barn door.
These lamps, they caught my eye instantly, and I'm in love. I'm in love with them.
My mum will be so happy that I have matching lamps and matching side tables. The only thing that matches in the house. More plants, Mother Mary's hanging out here, and the ladder that was gifted. I'm like, I needed a ladder to get up to this wardrobe. And someone's like, do you want this wooden ladder? I'm like, I was just thinking that. So it's just about having something that's beautiful and vintage, but also practical.
amazing. Oh my God, I want to raid your closet.
Come in anytime.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of this in there.
Oh my God, this is amazing. This is actually my favorite detail of your apartment because I personally love pink. I have since I was a child. And when I came into your space and saw a pink fireplace mantle, I lost it.
What's beautiful is it has this rose mirror. So it was white for a while. I painted it and then it was maybe 2 a.m. and I was painting out the little details and I thought I was painting a different pink. And in the morning I was like, that's peach. When did I do that?
Jessica, I wanted to thank you for allowing me into your home and like just sharing so much. So as a thank you, I wanted to gift you this beautiful vase for my shop.
Beautiful.
It's made by Middle Kingdom, it's porcelain, and I thought it would be really cool in your space.
Thank you, it's beautiful. In fact, we're gonna find a gorgeous spot for it somewhere on the mantle here. And that's amazing.
And I've also decided to gift you this one as well because I'm like, you have to have something with pink in it.
Of course.
And I think it's gonna look amazing in your space. Handmade in Toronto by Oksana Berta. And I just think it belongs here.
I'm glad it belongs here.
It
I'm gonna
does.
pop this here for now. That's gorgeous. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure to
You're so
have
welcome.
you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for watching No Place Like. This space had everything. I was so excited to walk through it and see it for the first time. I hope you felt the same way, and we hope you'll join us next week for No Place Like.